Hi friends, good morning. Welcome back to my channel. So today we are doing a highly requested video. I'm going to share with you guys 20 of my most recent sales across multiple different platforms. And today in particular, we are going to be chatting about eBay, Poshmark, and one Mercari sale I have to share with you guys. I don't have any Depop sales. I've had tons of Depop offers, but nobody's paid for anything, which is, I think, par for the course over on Depop. So I don't get my hopes too high when I get an offer over there. Anyway, if you are new here, I will put somewhere on the screen a picture of the platform that I'm talking about so you don't have to remember the whole time. Also, I will put somewhere on the screen a photo of the item that I'm talking about as we chat about it, in case one, I didn't put it in a haul, or two, maybe you missed it. So let's get right into it. First, we're going to chat about eBay. 99% of these things came from the Goodwill outlet. If they didn't come from the outlet, I will be sure to mention that. But for cost of goods, if you're wondering, I pay $1. Now I pay $1.89 a pound, but previously it was $1.69 a pound. So that's what I'm paying for these things. And I'm also going to read you the title I use so you can get a sense of the keywords that I put that I thought were important for these items to sell them. So first, this I know was in a recent haul. Sundance floral embroidered cardigan sweater in cream, button front, cotton, size medium. It sold for $25 and I will make $19.71. And I sold a vintage 40s souvenir square scarf, wonderful Wyoming Western print, 30 inches. It sold for my full asking price of $99 and I'll make $79. Next, I sold this Tiffany & Co. round silver leather storage travel mini jewelry box zip closure. It sold for $80 and I'll make $68. Next, I sold a pair of Victoria's Secret Y2K low rise linen resort wear pants in black, size 8 long. They sold for $44 and I will make $39. A pair of Lululemon base pace high rise tights and New Lux copper brown, size 16 sold. They sold for $48 and I'll make $39. Then a flax 100% linen button front tunic blouse in blue, size small sold. It sold for $40 and I'll make $34. I sold this black diamond liquid point shell jacket in red, size extra large. It sold for $50 and I will make $39. A vintage YSL 80s reversible square buckle gold silver belt sold. It sold for $60 and I will make $50. And for this, I sold it with the leather belt that it came with, but the buckle was the only thing that was actually like YSL branded. So I sold it for the buckle only, but it included the belt because I wasn't sure if the actual leather belt that it came with was YSL brand. Typically it would be stamped that way. So I did include it with the purchase, but the listing was technically for the buckle only. Then I sold a Lululemon tennis mini skirt, running skirt in black, size 2. I couldn't find, this size dot had no style number on it, so I couldn't find this exact like style name, which is unfortunate, but it still sold for $38 and I will make $33. Then I sold a Roper vintage Western Prairie maxi skirt made in USA, size medium. It sold for $44 and I will make $38. Now we're going to move into Poshmark, and I know for a fact this was in a recent haul. Tailor stitched the long haul jacket in washed black selvage, size 42. It sold for $87 and I will make $69. Next, I sold a pair of Maui Jim Classic 32 round full rim 145 millimeter sunglasses in gloss black, no prescription. They sold for $65 and I will make $52. Then I sold a pair of 7 for All Mankind Dojo jeans in dark wash studded pocket edition, size 30. They sold for $50 and I will make $40. And I sold this absolutely beautiful antique batik Tolonga cotton crepe blouse in lilac ruffle collar. It sold for $78 and I will make $62. I know this was also in a recent haul. Sacred Threads vintage patchwork lag and look hippie jumpsuit, size small medium. It sold for $20 and I will make $16. Then I sold a Reverly Dillon velvet maxi dress in terracotta, size 0. This sold for $45 and I will make $36. And this person that purchased it actually sent me a message after they purchased it, which makes me a little nervous most times when you get a message like directly after someone makes a purchase, because it's sometimes, oh, I didn't mean to buy that. Can you cancel? But this person said, thank you so much for your offer. You have no idea how helpful this is. I have a wedding in October and this is the exact dress my friend wants me to wear, but the new ones are like $200 and I just don't have the money right now. Thank you. And I wrote her back and I said, hi, I hope you feel beautiful in it. Congratulations to your friend. Thank you so much for choosing to shop with me. And I just love, like, that is why I picked that dress out of the bins, because this girl needed it. Like, I love the full circle moment. Like when you thrift it and save it from the landfill and sell it to someone who's going to love it and give it a new life. Anyway, next I sold Arc'teryx Vintage Row LT quarter zip long sleeve shirt in navy, size medium. It sold for $56 and I will make $44. I sold a Lou Green vintage 60s opera cape in black, fully lined. It sold for $40 and I will make $32. This was also in a recent haul. Topo Designs Tech Trench 3L jacket in British tan, size large. It sold for $101 and I will make $78. And the last Poshmark sale I have to share with you guys is Taylor Swift 1989 photo ringer t-shirt, concert tee, band tee in white, size small. It sold for $40 and I will make $32. Audrey's getting a drink, if you can hear that. Like I said in the beginning, I do have one Mercari sale to share with you guys. Melanzana Kids Micro Grid Fleece Hoodie in green, size small. This sold for $92 and I get the full $92 because it sold on Mercari, so that's wonderful. So that's actually all the sales I have to share with you guys in this particular video. I did want to mention just briefly though, because I don't think I've mentioned it on a video because I haven't really been talking about sales in a video, but summer slowdown this year has hit me hard, and it hit me like starting the beginning of June. Like, I have been on the struggle bus basically up until like this last week, and I would attribute my sales picking up in the last week because I have drastically changed the way I'm pricing things. I was making a big mistake for a while in the fact that I was just pricing things. We'll just say a random vintage graphic t-shirt. We'll just use that as an example. I would price it at $35 just because. And in my brain, okay, someone will come along and if they want it, they'll send me an offer. You know, that's how I was looking at it. And it ended up that the majority of my items had no attention because I was just pricing people out right off rip. And I've been doing this for so long and I thought I had a good handle on my pricing structure, and it turns out I really didn't. So I have been very methodical in the way that I do research for every single item, and I'm doing a lot better in price matching at least, or being in the same ballpark, whether it be on the lower end or higher than what the average is, or right in on par with average. And it's helped a lot. Like, it's hard to admit when you've been making a mistake, but it's great to see when you make a change that it pays off. For example, the Sacred Threads jumpsuit and pants. Had I not really done my research, compared them to other listings on the market for the same brand, the same style, etc., I would have just priced those, like $39 a piece. And they might have taken months to sell or to get an offer of 25, but instead both of them sold. One sold on Poshmark and one sold on eBay, and collectively I made $40 on the pair of them. And I got them from the bins, and I got them from the bins last week, a week and a half ago. So I'd much rather take that quick $40 over a slow 55, potentially, like a very slow 55. And I think that's how I used to view my items too. Like, oh, that's okay. I can just afford to wait. I have space for my inventory. I can afford for them to sit around and wait for the right buyer. There's always that right buyer. I think that was my mindset too. And while that is true, I don't need to look for that exact right buyer for every single item. Maybe like the very high-end specialty pieces, yes, but not every single item do I need to squeeze every single dollar out of. Cash flow is very important. So don't make the same mistake I have been making, and do your research, price your items accordingly. Being a reseller has changed so much in the last few years. It's a lot more competitive, but I feel like there is room for everyone. Everyone needs clothes. Everyone wants a deal. Lots of people like the idea of saving something from the garbage and giving it a new life. So a lot of people are now turning to secondhand. And yeah, that's my 2 cents on that. Anyway, if you spent your social media currency with me today and you took the time to watch this video, I so appreciate it. And if you wouldn't mind just hitting like on the way out, that would be awesome. See you next time, friends. Bye.